Hello everyone and welcome back to Beatles channel. Lovely to have you here. Thanks for joining me for this video. Hope you're all doing well. If I'm looking a bit jaded today, it's because I haven't been to bed. Last night we took a night flight home from Montreal. We've been in Montreal for about a week. We went over to see two Paul McCartney gigs, which were absolutely brilliant, but also to spend time with our YouTube friends, the Liverpool family. Had a fantastic time with them. We all stayed in the same apartment and we just had such a laugh. It was really good fun, and met a few subscribers at the gigs. The gigs were brilliant, and we got home about 8 a.m. this morning, or got back to the UK at 8 a.m. We got home about 10 a.m. and it's about midday today, so I haven't been to bed yet. I'm hoping to just power straight through and try and avoid jet lag. But when we got home, there was a few parcels waiting for me. This one must have come early this morning. Got here before we did. The 12 LP Anthology collection. I'm going to be getting that unboxed in this video, and also the 8 CD box set as well. So those two are going to be unboxed in this video. Also, there was a couple of parcels there from the John Lennon estate. I was expecting one of them because Simon Hilton, he texted me and said the postman's coming tomorrow, so I had to text him back and say I'm not going to be there. I'm in Montreal. So I had to ask a friend of mine to go round and pick them up out of our sort of post box thing, and just to keep them safe till we got back. And one of them I was kind of expecting because of the text, and because I've seen other YouTubers unboxing the Happy Christmas War Is Over Zoetrope 12-inch single. But there was also a second parcel which I wasn't expecting at all, and I had no clue what it was until I got it open. And I'm not going to tell you what it is in this video because I'm going to be doing a video on that and the Zoetrope tomorrow, so please stay tuned for that. The reason why I wasn't expecting it was because I haven't seen any of the other YouTubers that got the Zoetrope showing this, so I had no clue what it is, and it's very nice, and I'll show that tomorrow. Also, while we were in Montreal, you know, when I go away, I always like to find a local record shop and have a little sniff around there. Well, we found the most brilliant record shop in Montreal, one of the best that I've ever been in. And I bought loads of stuff, so there'll be another video coming where I'll show you all the stuff that I bought there as well. You know that saying, familiarity breeds contempt. So there is a lot of work to do on the channel this week, so I'm hoping you're not going to be sick of the sight of me by the end of the week. So quite a few things coming down the pipeline on the channel this week, so please stay tuned. While we were in Montreal, me and Andy Nichols, my good friend Andy Nichols, we did a video together recapping the first Paul McCartney concert, and it's supposed to be a collaboration, so you're supposed to be able to see it on this channel as well as Andy's channel, but that hasn't happened. And so if you do want to watch that, you can go to Andy's channel, Andy Nichols Backwards Traveller, and see that video. It was great doing a video with Andy with us both in the same room, which I think is a first. I think that's a first. That was a lot of fun to do as well. So if you want to watch our recap of the gig one in Montreal, you can go over to Andy's channel and watch that. But the main purpose of today's video is to do the unboxing of the anthology, so let's get on with it. So we'll start with the 12 LP box, and I'm not going to be doing a review of this in this video because I need to go away and listen to it. And we know that the anthology albums have been remastered and some of the tracks have been remixed. More tracks than they are telling us about have been remixed, and I'll talk about that in the review and tell you which ones. But this is the box. It's in the shrink still. Looks like that from the side. Now it's got like a kind of a slip bit. I don't know what the word is for this. There's a slip thing here. I don't know what the word is. Okay, let's get it unshrinked. I think the guitar pick of choice today is this one. It's got Abbey Road there on the back. So let's get it open. There's no hype sticker on this, so we can just rip the shrink off really carelessly. So this has been pressed at optimal in Germany, which usually means that it should be good. So this is what it looks like with the shrink off. Sorry about the glare from the ring light there. And you'll be familiar with this image that they're using on this slip thing that I don't know the name of. Should we just call it Trevor? The slip Trevor. This image is what they've used for the rebooting of the Anthology book. So we've seen that before. That's what it looks like from the side. You know what? I'm gonna take Trevor off. So here is Trevor. Is it a slip sleeve? Slip sleeve, is that the word? So that just looks like that there. Same on the other side. And that is the track listing there of the 4 albums. So I'll just put that over there. So with the slip sleeve off, it looks like that and like that from the back. And I shall read that to you in case you can't, it's not focusing. It says Anthology Collection. This set includes the 3 groundbreaking anthology albums from the mid-1990s, remastered in 2025 by Giles Martin, plus a new compilation, Anthology 4. Containing 191 tracks, the collection's studio outtakes, live performances, broadcasts and demos reveal the musical development of the Beatles from 1958 to the final single, Now and Then, released in 2023. Anthology 4 features 13 previously unreleased tracks and 17 songs selected from the super deluxe versions of 5 classic albums. That's Revolver, Sgt. Pepper, the White Album, Abbey Road and Let It Be. In addition to fascinating outtakes dating from 1963 to 1969, the album includes 2025 mixes by Jeff Lynne of Free as a Bird and Real Love using newly upgraded audio. Furthermore, Anthology 4 presents 26 tracks that have never previously been released on vinyl. That is because some of the tracks that they've used were only on the CD versions of those SDEs, because at the beginning when they started doing those SDEs, the CD and the album versions were not the same. There were more stuff on the CDs. When they got to Abbey Road, Let It Be and Revolver, they were the same. So let's have a look inside. That is how it looks from the side there. Let's start with this. I'd forgotten about this. So there's some photos in here. This black wallet there, and the collection is numbered. So this is 4061 of 8,500. So 8,500 of these made. And so let's have a look at these prints that are in here. So that is the first one. The young Beatles with George Martin in the studio. We've got that one there from the Mad Day Out. These are very nice. That one from the sort of Sgt. Pepper era, 1967. And this very early shot there. So that's included in that black wallet. Let's look at Anthology 1 now. A lot of people back in the 90s, including myself, bought these on CDs, and some of you may not have bought the vinyl, and that may be the appeal of this set of getting these all on vinyl with the vinyl revival. The individual albums don't come in shrink wrap. That's the front. Obviously, that's the back. That is the spine of Anthology 1 there. They've got a trifold, and let's get you a shot of that. Let's get those photos there close up. And on each of the sides, you've got the commentary from Mark Lewison that was in the CD boxes as well, for each of the tracks there. And that is the other side of the trifold there. The albums are quite awkward, you know, so you get one in the normal position there, but then you also get one tucked in that side and one tucked in that side. I've just taken them out. I'm not going to show you all the records because they are all the same, but we'll have a look at one. We'll have a look at this. So they all come in a polyline sleeve, white polyline sleeve. This is LP 1 of Anthology 1, side 1. And that is side 2 there. So they're all the same. So I won't show you them all. But let's get on with Anthology 2. There it is. The front, the back, the spine. Again, a trifold with Mark Lewison's notes there. That is the inside of the trifold there. Those are the photos there. Get a close up there. And the other side of the notes. Probably need your sunglasses to read those on the pink and blue. Let's have a look at Anthology 3. Front, back, spine. That's the notes on that side. That's the inside of the trifold there. That's the photo collage. And the rest of the notes there. So as I'm sure you know, Anthology 1 covers the very early days up to sort of Beatles for Sale. Anthology 2 is Help to Magical Mystery Tour, and Anthology 3 is the White Album to Let It Be. So on to the new one, Anthology 4, with the artwork that Klaus Voormann did for 1, 2 and 3 put together there on the front cover there. The back cover is what you would expect there. This is the spine of Anthology 4. Hope that's focusing okay. And we open it up, and we've got, as expected, sleeve notes. This time written by Kevin Howlett. Mark Lewison out of favour with the Beatles camp, so Kevin Howlett has done the sleeve notes for Anthology 4. That is the inside of the trifold. Let's get the close-up of the photos there for Anthology 4. And there is the rest of the sleeve notes. Now we need to go through the tracks on this. Now side 1 is all unreleased stuff. Saw Us Standing There, take 2. Money Reduction, mix 7, undubbed. This Boy takes 12 and 13. Tell Me Why, take 4 and 5. If I Fell, take 11. Matchbox, take 1. Every Little Thing, take 6 and 7. I Need You, take 1. Then side 2, I've Just Seen a Face, take 3. In My Life, take 1. Nowhere Man, first version, take 3. Then we get some tracks that we've had before. These from the Revolver box set. Got to Get You Into My Life, Love You Too. From the Revolver, then we get Strawberry Fields Forever, take 26. She's Leaving Home, take 1. Instrumental from the Sgt. Pepper SDE. Then side 3, new track, Baby You're a Rich Man, takes 11 and 12. All You Need Is Love, rehearsal for the BBC broadcast. Then we get Fall on the Hill, take 5, instrumental. And I'm the Walrus, take 19, strings, brass and clarinet overdub. So side 4 then kicks off with another new track. That is Hey Bulldog, take 4, instrumental. Then we get some tracks that were in the White Album SDE. That is Good Night, take 10. While My Guitar Gently Weeps, take 27. You're So Square, Baby I Don't Care, Studio Jam, Helter Skelter, take 17. I Will, take 29. Can You Take Me Back, take 1. And Julia, 2 rehearsals, all from the White Album SDE. Then you get Back, take 8. Octopus's Garden, rehearsal. This is on side 5. Don't Let Me Down, first rooftop performance. You Never Give Me Your Money, take 36. Here Comes the Sun, take 9. And Something, take 39, instrumental, strings only. Then we go on to side 6, which is a little bit light, let's be honest. Just 3 tracks on it, the 3 new tracks. So you've got the 2025 remix of Free as a Bird and Real Love and Now and Then from 2023. We'll just have a look at one of the records from Anthology 4 as it's new, as all the others, in a white polyline sleeve. So this is Anthology 4 side 1 and side 2 there. All 3 LPs are the same, so I don't need to show you them all. So that is everything that is in the LP box set. I should probably mention that the photo prints that I showed earlier are exclusive to Beatles.com. So if you buy the box set from Amazon, you won't get those. You only get those from Beatles.com. I think you can buy them separately from there. You don't have to buy the box set. I think you can buy those prints separately from Beatles.com if you want to. I should also mention, please remember to give the video a like, because it really does help the channel, helps my videos get out to more people. So you'd be doing me a big favour by hitting that like button. It only takes a second. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider supporting the channel by subscribing. Love to have you along for the ride. It is absolutely free, and this channel is absolutely ad free as well. Don't allow any ads mid-roll in any of my videos and never will, so that's another good reason to subscribe. Okay, let's get on with the CD box set. Let's get this open as well. And again, no hype sticker on the CD box set. So we just rip the shrink off. So here it is without the shrink. It's got the slip sleeve, Trevor on it as well, and exactly the same as the LP there on the back, with the track listing and that little piece that I added earlier. From the side, it looks like that, and it's a nice concise box, you know. And again, if you bought from Beatles.com, you'll get one of these with a mini version of those photos, and my number here, 3049 of 8,000. So only 8,000 of the CD box set. Now the CDs, I think, are all available to buy individually. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. LPs only Anthology 4 is available to buy separately. The prints are the same. So let's have a look at the CDs. This is Anthology 1, front, back, spine much clearer on the CDs than on the LPs for a start. These are digipacks, and that is the inside there of Anthology 1. And I did see Joe's video yesterday. Joe is not happy with digipacks, and you know, I think the fan base is kind of divided between digipacks and the old sort of jewel cases. Personally, I really like digipacks. You know, back in the 90s, you know, everything was in jewel cases, and these ones, you know, these, what they're called, fat boy cases, they're horrible. They're horrible. They're really fat and cumbersome. And the thing I always hated about jewel cases is the spindles that are on here. And you know, these ones are okay, but lots of mine broke they're so brittle, these spindles, especially in the really early days. They were really brittle, and they used to break, and your CDs used to rattle around inside. You know, Joe was saying that you know, they were much better for keeping your CDs in good condition, but you know, they did tell us back in the 80s that, you know, CDs were indestructible and you could eat your dinner off them. They were probably lying about that, but I like digipacks, and they're just so much nicer to look at. And you know, look at the difference in this, you know, in how much space is saved with a digipack, and I just like them a lot better. You know, they did used to take up a hell of a lot of space. Now we'll have a look in here. There's the booklet. Now I have checked. These booklets are exactly the same as the ones that came out in the 90s, so I don't need to show you the pages. You probably have seen them before. We'll just have a look at the CDs, and that is CD 1, and that is CD 2. Split Apple for CD 2, of course. So that is the same as in the 90s, and so that is Anthology 1. So this is CD 2. There's the back. There is the spine, and you open it up. That's the inside of the digipack there. And as I say, the booklets are the same. The CDs are the same on each of these CDs, so I don't need to keep showing you them. Anthology 3, that is the side there. It's the inside, and so this is the one that we haven't seen, Anthology 4. So that's the front, that is the back, and that is the inside. Now we do need to look at the booklet for this. I'll just go through that very quickly with all the sleeve notes. So all the pictures in here are replicated on the LP sleeve as well in the middle there. So you're getting all the same stuff on the CD pack as you are on the LP, which is exactly how it should be. So CD buyers and LP buyers are treated identically to the same material. The CD for Anthology 4 follows the same pattern with the Granny Smith there on CD 1 and the split apple there on CD 2. So everything is the same. Everything is the same. So that is the CD pack. One final word about the digipacks. You know, Joe said in his video that digipacks can get damaged easily, and I think if you're buying, you know, CDs individually, you know, he's got a point. They could do, but I think for this particular set, you know, if you're buying the box set, they're in this sturdy box. They're not going to get damaged in there. They're nice and safe inside there, and you know, you just got to look after these things, I suppose. But I think this is a really good package. It's very well presented. The LP box is very well presented as well. I'm not going to get into the whys and wherefores of Anthology 4 about whether we need it, whether we don't need it, you know, the repetition of stuff that's from the SDEs, because I think one thing that you've got to remember is that you know, a lot of us bought those at SDEs, the full full package, the full Monty. We bought them, but a lot of people didn't. A lot of people didn't want to lamp out that sort of money for that. So on Anthology 4, where you've got repetition of stuff that comes from the SDEs, this is going to be new to some people. Some people just bought, you know, like one CD or the 2 CD sets. They didn't buy the box set. So, you know, it's a good thing that material has now been made available on a smaller package. That is a good thing, I think, but I will be getting into that in my review of this anthology, and we'll talk about it then. I'm not going to talk about it too much now, but I think that the packages are really nicely put together. Okay, so that is everything unboxed. I will be doing a review later next week when I've had a listen to this, and I'll tell you how it sounds, the LPs, the CDs, and we'll talk about those whys and wherefores, the legitimacy of this anthology project, as if we haven't talked about it enough already. Okay, that is it from me. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.